Have you ever had one of those days where every little request turns into a battle? You ask your child to put away their toys? No. Time for a shower? No. You ask them to brush their teeth? No. And then it gets to a full-blown meltdown battle. Now you wonder, why is this happening? Am I doing something wrong? Now what if I told you that this defiance isn't just rebellion? Neither is it because your child is being plain stubborn. It's actually a hidden cry for help. Hi, I'm Madam Han and welcome to Thrive at School's channel. Today, we uncover practical strategies to help you build stronger, happier connections with your kids. For today's video, we're going to walk you through why your child's defiance is often a signal of deeper needs. How could we as parents understand the root causes of their behaviors and most importantly, the steps that you could take to turn defiance into cooperation? Stick around until the end for a bonus tip on using storytelling to nurture the emotional intelligence in your child. Part 1. The hidden message in defiance. Now let's start by rethinking what defiance really means. When a child says no, it's not just about the shoes that they don't wish to wear or the toys that are the wrong color. It's about something deeper. Defiance is often a form of communication when kids don't yet have the words to express their emotions. And this is especially so for the younger children. I want you to imagine this. Your child is feeling overwhelmed after a long, tough day at school. But instead of saying, "I feel frustrated," they say, "I'm not doing this." When you ask them to put their socks into the laundry basket, for example, their behavior becomes their voice. And here's the key. Behind every act of defiance, there's usually one of the following 3 messages. Number 1, I'm feeling unheard. Maybe you've been rushing through the whole day and they're just longing for a moment of your undivided attention. Number 2, I'm overwhelmed. Kids face stress too, schoolwork, problems with their friends, and even overstimulation from too many instructions at schools. Number 3, I don't feel in control. When kids are constantly told what to do, whether at home or at school, they crave autonomy and defiance becomes their way of regaining power. Part 2. Recognizing the root causes. Understanding the why behind defiance is crucial. Now here are some common root causes. Number 1. Inconsistent boundaries. If rules are unclear or frequently change, children may test limits to understand where they stand. Number 2. Lack of connection. If a child feels disconnected from the caregivers, even simple requests can trigger resistance. Number 3. Emotional overload. I want you to think of a day when you feel like you're stretched so thin. After a long day at work, you got snapped at by your boss. You come back and you have no patience for your kids. Now kids experience that too. I remember very vividly there was one time a child that I was teaching just refused to start working on his assignment. For the whole day, he simply sat on his chair and refused to do anything that the different subject teachers asked of him. At the end of the day, after speaking with him and asking the right series of questions, the child shared that particular day was his younger sister's death anniversary. Now, as he shared more details in between tears, he shared that for the past few years, during this day, his mother will be sobbing throughout the day, while his father will prepare food to bring to the crematorium where the late sister's ashes were kept. That year in particular, because there was school, he could not join his parents. And because of that, he hated it. And he hated that he had to come to school. He was grieving and coping in ways that he knew how to. Had I not heard this story from him, every year on this day, he would be berated by different teachers for his defiance, for his stubbornness, or even his laziness for not wanting to do work. So, the next time your child throws a tantrum when asked to do homework, pause and ask yourself, is this really about the homework, or is it about something bigger? Could he have faced some disagreements at school? Maybe an unfair treatment from a classmate? Or could he be struggling with a skill that he needs some support in? You see, these may seem small to us adults, but they are huge, mountainous issues to a young child. You see, this perspective shift can change the way that we respond to our child. Now that we understand what defiance truly means, let's talk about what you and I, as parents, we can do when it happens. Number 1, pause and observe. Instead of immediately reacting, I'm inviting you for a pause. Take a moment to ask yourself, what might my child be feeling right now? This helps you to avoid escalating the situation. Number 2, validate their emotions. Imagine being upset and somebody else telling you, just calm down. It rarely works, isn't it? So instead, try saying, I see you're upset. Can you help me understand why? This communicates empathy and encourages our child to open up. Number 3, empower with choices. Kids thrive when they feel in control. So instead of saying, go do your homework now, would you like to do your homework before or after dinner might be better. You see, this simple shift reduces power struggles while still getting the job done. Number 4, reconnect before correcting. Now let's say your child refuses to clean their own room. Before addressing their behavior, try reconnecting first. Sit with them, share a laugh, or ask about their day. Once they feel seen and supported, they're more likely to cooperate. Now I'm going to put a disclaimer here. There are times which call for corrections immediately, like when the child's action poses a safety risk. That has to be stopped instantly. So please exercise your own parental instinct and discretion. Number 5, set clear boundaries. Consistency is key. If a boundary is broken, explain the consequence calmly. For instance, if you choose not to pick up your toys, we will have to put them away for a while. This teaches them accountability without punishment. Here is actually how you could use them in real life. It could be bedtime for your child already and your child refuses to go to bed. So instead of yelling, "Why can't you just listen?" Try this. Pause and observe first and then validate their emotions. We could say something like, "You seem upset about bedtime. What's going on?" "I get it. Sometimes I don't feel ready for bed either." We could then move on to the next step, which is to offer choices. Would you like to pick the bedtime story or should I do it? Reconnecting before correcting, setting clear boundaries. If there is a need to, go ahead with those. 9 times out of the 10, by the time you reach stage 3, the situation would be diffused already. Because giving them choices is the first step towards cooperation. So, when you see that your child has already softened down, there is no need for more boundary setting or correcting your child's behavior. As promised, here's your bonus tip: storytelling. Stories are a magical way to teach lessons and foster connection. Why? Because stories, they activate emotions and imagination, making lessons stick in ways that lectures never can. For example, instead of saying, "Stop leaving your toys on the floor," tell them a story. You know, once there was a little boy who didn't pick up his toys, and one day his favorite teddy bear got lost because it was actually under a pile of clothes. He felt so sad. When he finally found it, he felt really silly. From then on, he learned to keep his toys every time he plays. So this not only teaches responsibility, but does so in a way that feels engaging and it feels relatable. Extra bonus, it's a beautiful bonus bonding moment. Parenting is a journey, and Defiance is part of your child's developmental process. But here's the good news: with the right tools, every no can become an opportunity for deeper understanding and connection. The next time your child says no, take a deep breath and remember, it's not just defiance, it's actually a little window into their world. Now, if this video resonated with you, please hit that like button and share it with a fellow parent who might need this. Don't forget to subscribe to the Thrive at Schools channel for weekly tips on raising happy, resilient kids. Together, we can navigate this beautiful, messy journey called parenting. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.